Today is a really good day because cool stuff has finally came in the mail, and I hope you guys like it. Yeah, while I was looking at the front end, I had a bit of thought about it, and I realized I want to do the Clubman front end. I really do like the square look of it. It looks awesome. I just can't get enough of the look of it, so I went ahead and I spoiled myself and bought some fenders, the front panel, and the hood. The old round nose front end is pretty old, it is pretty beat. There is lots of signs of bondo and wear and tear. There's some cracks here and there. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it's had its time. I think it's time to make new. Could be repaired. I don't know. I saw the front end and I just really wanted to have that instead, so I went ahead and treated myself. Yeah, kind of something like that. So I don't really know how I'm going to attach this yet, because it seems like it's going to be a pain in the butt. I'm almost thinking just plant the grill to the fenders first. There is like some locating slots. Like they have like this piece on here, which is just going to tack weld to the side of here. Same on the other side. There's a slot right here that goes in, and this kind of gets slotted in too. I think if I just do one side at a time on the ground, at least get the front clip together, I should be able just to pinch it back onto the front of the car. I think that might be my easiest way. So I'll get these back off, and I'll see if I can get these attached to here. There's like one little piece on this front end that's just not letting the two panels line up together correctly. So I'm just going to cut it off with the angle grinder and then just slap it on. Alright, maybe I can show you where it's hitting. Everything else lines up except for this one little piece. So, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to slide up in here. There's really no other way to do it. So I'm just going to make a slice right here with the angle grinder, just so I can go in. Because on this side, everything else lines up over here. There's no like, I don't want to go trimming all of it off. I'm just going to do a little slit right there and hopefully it'll just slide in. Like maybe I should just cut this piece off. I'm not really sure. I think they make them bigger than they have to be, and you can go and trim them. That's the only spot it's hitting. If you guys know how this is supposed to go, please leave a comment. So I've never ran this before. Surely it's an easy fix with the angle grinder, but I just don't really know for sure. Let's see. Alright, that looks good to me. Alright, well I got this right here, real quick. Usually you do a pinch weld on the two tabs below. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to weld it right here and then smooth it down because I don't want these panel gaps. I just want it to be like a nice flush look. I don't know as far as I'm doing a bumper yet or what. But I know I don't want these here, and I don't want that one there either. So I'm just gonna weld them right around. The back side I'll just pinch, and I'll leave it be. But yeah, I'll just flush it out like this. Like that, and then I'll just throw a couple welds, and I'll be fine. First, I'm gonna just grind it down, get the paint off. good. I'll do a little bit more over here, and that's about it. I'm just gonna run a few tacks on this panel. I'm gonna start here, and then I have to fiddle this out. Alright, that feels pretty good, and it looks pretty good looking straight on. It's not stepped up. Closest I'm gonna get it before filler and paint anyways. Hard to see, but I got some holes drilled right here where I can just like do rosette welds. But I still have enough play in the front to move this in and out if I need to, which I think I'm gonna wait to do the front because I wanna kinda get this on the car and make sure this is like not too in or not too out. I wanna make sure the hood, I wanna make sure the bonnet will still fit with a nice clean gap as much as I can get it. So this just being welded at the bottom will keep it tacked up just good enough to handle the front end so I get it on the car. Those are holes right there, I got 3 of them there and I got 2 more up top here. Alright, so I'm trying to fit this other wing to the front panel here, and I've got like an issue. There's already a crack in the panel for one thing after I sand down the paint, which these are supposed to be, these are heritage panels, so I don't, that's, you know, it's a bummer, it is what it is, because I can fill it with weld. But I don't know if you can see this like leading edge here, this is stepped that way a little bit, it'll step down, it doesn't line up, you know what I mean? So if I line this up, then the other side is off. It's hard to see, but this one's already pushed up, and this one's already pushed down. So it's like I gotta favor the middle, so they're both gonna be off. It is what it is, it kinda sucks, so I don't know which one I'm gonna favor. I'm probably gonna favor this one and make this one look good, because that's right near the headlight, I want that edge to look good. This one, I guess I can get it later with like body filler and whatnot, but just kinda crappy that these aren't the same like lines. This like circle part looks slightly off as well too, but I'll keep fiddling with it. It's probably not going to line up like I want to, but I mean, it is what it is. No way I'm going to wait now to get a new one or send this one back. Whatever, we can fix it. It's no big deal. Now that I have the front clip clipped on, I wasn't aware that the stock hinges aren't in the right position to mount the new hood, the new bonnet rather. The hinges are more on the wide side of the bonnet as opposed to on the other bonnet. They're more inside. And where these sit actually hits like the factory, I guess the rain guard position, like where like the hood would normally sit. So I gotta trim some of this out. I'm gonna trim all of it out. I'm gonna just trim a little bit out just so I can get the hood to sit on. Because right now it's kind of just hitting on top of this. So these are gonna be useless. I did buy new hinges, so these are gonna have to basically be moved over. I won't know where that's gonna have to sit until I get the bonnet on the car. So right now I'm just gonna trim some of this off just so I can fit the bonnet. Don't mind this. Okay. Yeah, so in due time, I'm probably gonna cut all this out and redo it and bump it back to where it's gonna have to fit the new clip. I'll cut in and just cut a little piece, that section out. It doesn't have to look pretty right now, it just has to be cut so I can fit the bonnet. I'll cut the other side and then we'll refit the front clip and try again. The bonnet seems to match up somewhat well. I have to do a bunch of fettling to get it to fit right. It's almost there, it's pretty close. But now that I'm looking at this front end to finish welding up some of the grill to the fenders, found a little issue. So where the grill would normally mount up to these tabs, here and here, this one seems to be okay. With my ruler, nothing hits. You go to the other side, nothing hits down there. But look at this one. Dink, dink. So this tab is not even welded in the right spot. And you know, it's another easy fix, but this is the same fender that was giving me problems lining it up down here. Like some of these curves are not perfectly like pressed to fit lined up correctly in a way, but now this is gonna, you know, it sucks when you spend a good amount of money and that's like in the wrong spot. Like, I'm gonna fix it, obviously. You can't keep going with it sticking out like that. But again, it's kind of a bummer. I don't know. Should I contact them and ask for like a partial refund, or what do you think I should do? Because I don't, you know, I feel like that's not my fault. I shouldn't have to do extra work, but obviously I have to. But yeah, let me know what you think. I got these panels from Mini Spears, and I always buy from them. They're usually pretty quick with their shipping too, and I'm over in the States across the pond, which I love them guys. But for that to happen, it's just like a mishap. Yeah. They basically drill out the tab from the back and just weld it in further. But it is what it is, but I don't know. What do you think I should do? All right, so this tab here, I'm literally just picking a spot somewhere in the middle, not too close to the hinge and not too close down there. Kind of somewhere in the middle here. Let's make it so it's 2 inches up. Somewhere right there will do. And I'll go mug up the other side. All right, so first I'm gonna take the front and back off. I'll clean the back of this A panel and I'll weld this half on the panel and leave the other half for this to catch thread on. I got my mark right there, my halfway point. So let me get this off. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show this yet, but the car is on all 4 wheels right now. That'll be part of a different video. I'm kind of in between a couple things at once. So if you see it, sneak peek, good for you. And I'm not gonna worry about the bonnet for now because the hinges go on the firewall, which I still have a little bit left of firewall to cut out here. So I can do that at a later time. Once there is a firewall, I can make tabs to hold the brackets, that hold the hood. So that'll be a later date. All I'm focusing on now is just getting the front clip to bolt on, and then I can move on. All right, so I need to weld these plates to somewhere right around here. I'm just gonna clean up the metal back here a little bit with the wire wheel, and I'll tack them on. Or I'll probably just fully weld them on. They're already on there. This is only 16 gauge steel, so I got a little bit of bend to it, which is nice. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna give it a quick zap on the bottom here and at the top here. Over here it's pulling away from the panel, so I'll have to tack it and then go back and clamp it up here to push it back in. All right, that one's got a couple tacks. I'll tack up the other side, then I'll kind of go back and forth between each one, let it cool off. I'll do a couple like tacks and go to the other one, do a couple tacks, let it cool off, go back to the other one, and I'll just finish it off.